Hey, folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play RimWorld, where everyone is at home and safe, and our shuttle exists perfectly fine. Yeah, last episode we did a mining mission, and some people got cranky, and 2 people wanted to go and smash the shuttle. Did a little timey-wimey magic. So this is, I finished off that mining thing. Everyone was fine. On a reload, no one freaked out, and we've brought a bunch of silver home. Now, it is time for us to do a little bit of expansioning over here. We're gonna be sending the shuttle on a trade mission in a scooch. I'm just gonna wait for all the silver to be collected and organized because I want to make sure it's in a storage so it's a valid thing to pick up. I don't know that it needs to be in a storage for this actually. It's not a trade mission, so probably can just pick up anything from the map. Roger's in a cranky mood, and that's who we're going to be sending. No, you're actually going to be fine. I mean, maybe I'll let you finish your sleep, and then maybe you'll be hungry enough to go and have some food. But then we're going to send you on a trade mission to get some components and whatnot. And then when we come back, our shuttle's going to get parked somewhere else. I might just put it like way over here out of the way or something. Maybe there's just enough room. Maybe over there, we can fit it right there. And then we're going to tear down these buildings. Can I move this while there's a baby in it? Perhaps not. How old are you? Okay, you're halfway through the growth period. Well, tell you what, we'll tear this down and we're going to start building some of our extended structure here. Although it would still be nice to get a little bit more of a Grav field extender just for the amount. But I'm going to go and build a little bit of an engineering section over here, which might just be a big storage section. We're going to tear down these things. We're going to get some beds up in here because obviously we're going to be tearing down some bedrooms. And yeah, maybe move our resources here, turn this maybe into the second hydroponics, which I'm just realizing these will have to be moved, but that's okay. Toxic waste pack, that's way over there, so that's fine. And Roger, you're up. You know what, hang on, I'm just going to wait because you'll drop down to 30% and then you'll go and feed yourself. There. Consuming nutrient paste. Okay, so then what we're going to do is set to load. Well, I guess we'll plan on picking up Roger. Where are you? Roger? And then I'm going to go down. We're going to grab all this silver. We probably don't need that much gold, but I'm not going to go and mine out some more. I don't want to mine out some more, rather, so we're going to keep that. These tiny little stacks of leather that we're not going to do anything with can come. Honestly, I think I'm going to trash the jade. And random clothing. So we probably don't need this flak gear. Maybe what I'll do is I'll keep the 2 excellent and masterwork. I'm going to keep the vac suits. We'll sell this plate. And a little bit of clothing. All right. Load that up and go on a trade mission, please. You know, we got a bunch of idlers. Does Rachel not do dumb labor? Ah, well, you're not helping. Found another silver seam, which we may not worry about. Really just don't want to find more rocks. Okay. Lunch. And then I think all of these are now reset because I think we checked on that. So we'll trade. We should be able to do both those locations, come home to refuel, and then maybe do another one after that. Alrighty, so we're taking components, advanced components. I may as well grab this neutroamine. I don't know how much we've got, but maybe. The cloth, I don't know if that's necessary. I'm gonna take some medicine though, just as we get to our late stage. We could pick up some Lucy as an emergency. You know what? I'm gonna do that and the wake up because we might use these for the final battle. I don't think we need to buy the plasteel or steel. We don't need more reinforced barrels. An architect leg. That's interesting. And the armor skin gland, you know what? That might be useful for our end game here. I don't think we're buying any of these weapons. We're going to sell this stuff off. Wow, we spent a ton of money. Maybe we won't be making more than one stop. I mean, these 2 things cost a lot. You know what? We'll still have a little bit of cash left over. All right, let's do it. And that gives us an alliance. We're just waiting for this launch cooldown to come up. Okay, and then I'm going to go and launch to there. And we're just looking just for components and advanced components. I guess I could buy more neutromine, but I don't think that's going to be required. Do I have a telescope yet? I don't think I do. And I think we'll probably mount it somewhere on our ship. Okay, just waiting for this cooldown to come up again. And launch and land here. And yeah, I'm going to go and land you right there. So that you'll be a little bit out of the way. And unload all. All right. Yeah, we barely have the alliance, but it's there. I mean, we did a little more trading afterwards, so that would have helped too. Oh my good. Spork, you're playing billiards. Alrighty. I don't remember if I changed this, the marine armor. Oh, it is. Yeah, okay. It does guarantee that there's a good one. Making some Gravlite panels. That's great. Okay, do I want to tear this down? I want to start by tearing this down. I think I will. And I think it'll look better if I tear down and move this wall out by one. Because right now, don't do the light, although I'll move the light over by one. Because right now, if we were to take a bed, right, there wouldn't be any room down the middle, so we'll leave it down the middle. I don't know if I'm going to make headrests or anything like that. And obviously, if this is a through traffic area, then our people are going to be disturbed a lot, but I guess it's going to have to be okay. I'm going to rebuild the roof over here. Oh, we did tear down another light. Well, what I'll do is I'll install it opposite over here. And then my idea is I'm going to do... yeah, no, not there. To here. Make sure that is held open so it doesn't block things. And then we'll put another steel door right there. Should these be auto doors? You know what? Yes. I'm going to go with auto doors. It's a big through traffic area. And it'll look cool and Star Trek-y. I think I'm still going to go with wooden beds, because they do feel like they should be the most comfortable. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's enough beds for 16... Oops. 16 people. And we're how many? 17 will be 18 over there. Well, so much for having a little aisle that people can walk through. If I turn these beds around... I can't remember if diagonals count for the headrest. It may not, but let's say I do this and then we get some end tables. Not very many, but some. We can put some dressers in here too, but yeah, I'm not too worried. So, I mean, obviously, walking around will still be slightly slowed down. It's going to be crowded as heck, but we're on a spaceship. Space is going to be at a premium. I mean, space is going to be all around us, but it's still going to be at a premium somehow. I don't know how that makes any sense. And we'll do, yeah, fresh builds is okay. Although, some of these... I wonder if I can get higher quality than just good. Good's pretty baseline. We do have this really nice royal bed. I'm just going to go and uninstall it. And then we'll deconstruct pretty much everything else. Yeah. I had quality builder. I might set a minimum quality for these and force them to rebuild it. I don't know if we'd go all the way to masterwork, but I could at least enforce maybe excellent. Certainly, like, no worse than good. But I don't know if I'll bother. I could manually go and find... Oop, we got a poor quality one there. And a normal quality one. Awful? Really? Ooh, and a normal. We might have some lower skilled people on construction. Could have been those, I don't know. And copy, boom, 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 boom. Deposit is silver. I don't know if we're going to interact with that. Roger's on a food binge. Okay, could be worse. There's no room in here for prisoners, but I think that's okay. Because where we're going, we're not really going to be taking more prisoners. Okay, let's go and deconstruct Maybe I'll keep the mortars around but move them. See, it won't go and deconstruct the conduits if there's a building on top of it. But it will deconstruct them if there's none. So any of the conduits that are going under a wall should be fine, I think. Or does it have to do with where I started the drag? Because I did start it on open ground. Hold on. If I do this instead... No, it's still selecting those conduits. Which is a little annoying. Oh well. And yeah, let me move this, because we could get a siege now. And that would be annoying. Oh, I did have a telescope already. Ah, forgot. View. Just that one. Okay. Make me some room. And I'm just going to... Oh, it doesn't even let me move it out of the way. I guess I could uninstall and then... Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Uninstall those. Put them away. But we're still gonna want them. Ooh, deconstruct that as well. And then... Oh, shh. Of course. Remove roof first, and then reset everyone. All right. Odyssey. And then I'm going to move this backwards. And then I may have to adjust these extenders. But that is going to be the idea. That's going to be moved into the engineering bay. I'm going to move this outdoor light just over here. Okay, grab light panels. And yeah, we'll have to keep a little bit of an eye on our total over here. Roof collapse. Oh, and... there you go. While these solar panels exist, still want them to be operating. You guys. I get you to move this light, please. Thanks. Okay. So I'm going to install this somewhere here. We might nudge it a little bit still. We have to double check the distances after that gets moved too. Ritter, could you... Oh, lifter one's doing it. Thank you. It's just a hauling job. So now what we want to do is we want to move this. Okay, right. So it has to be in range of the Grav engine, and obviously that's not quite going to cut it. We need maybe 6 tiles higher? I'm not sure. Okay. Can I move this? No. All right, we're just going to have to trash this. If I put this here... I think that's only 5 tiles, so I'm not entirely sure, but... And then I can put this there, and yeah, it's shy 1. We got to move it up 1 more. Okay. So obviously that's going to block the door. Well, I don't know if this counts as a wall or not. But we'll restructure some walls, and then this can go here. Well, actually, Okay, tear that down. That goes there. And I might still want this room enclosed. Like, I might just do that. Could be a door. Okay, but now... Oh, that doesn't cover these bits. Really? It's not wide enough. These don't... Okay, these aren't as big as the others. Shoot, so do we need a pair over here? I guess we sort of do. Okay, if instead we put these Grav extenders in these corners. of mega sloths. Okay. Everyone make sure to run into the safe area, please. And then we should be fine. Then I can tear this down. Put these here. These are diagonal, so they're still enclosed there, although maybe some value of oxygen. That now covers both those bits. Okay. And then this extender is going to get put, you know, somewhere down here. I mean, we could go all the way down here. I don't know if that's quite necessary. I might see about going right there. Let me build to this extent, then see where we're at. Okay. Let's deal with these. Lifter! Stay there and die. I don't want you going through the door. I mean, they're not going to go and kill it, so it's still going to be fine. It'll just need to be repaired. Oh, that's an actual wild cougar. That's not Spot. Up. Stuff's getting set on fire for a moment. Before I forget, I'm going to go ahead and just unassign the zones because we're going to be fine in a second. And I don't think anyone else is going to get themselves in trouble, but we'll see. Mega sloths are no joke, but we're going to be fine. Are these still manhunting? I don't know why they're not coming for us. Okay, they are now. They just needed a bit to think. Come at me. Oh, God. Lifter. Yeah, go back inside. Oh, that's going to come through the door. Okay, awesome. That's exactly what I wanted to have happen. I mean, it's my fault for unrestricting here, but at the same time, doesn't it just feel like they're so stupid? Like, they do everything in exactly the wrong time, in the wrong way. All right. Unforbid everything. Do that, and then we'll give a little bit of a finish-off command. They're so eager to run out here. I'm like, you know what? We're just about to finish it. No one's going to run out there if I go and unrestrict right now. But no, they're so eager to run out instantly. There's some cool shit there, but we're not going to go after that. We got more important things to do. So yeah, I think I'll put it here because there was going to be a little gap on the sides if I go all the way down to the extreme edge. And I don't love... I guess they are walking through it. It looks dumb. But I could do... And I think we will. We're going to broaden this and then probably build the walls here. Do I want to go even wider than this? I don't want to. I guess one thing we could consider is if this is going to be like our inventory storage area, I could put down an orbital trade beacon and then shelf up to that and use that as sort of our width for planning purposes. I think, will it make a stockpile zone when it's built? I think it does. We can use that as a bit of a guidance. I'm a little bit worried about this being exposed. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to deconstruct these. I realize it'll be a long walk to restock this. You know, no. Change your mind. I'm just going to put them indoors. Because probably they won't get bombarded. This feels like another disaster waiting to happen, but we'll see. Don't even know if we need to rebuild these doors anymore, but move that shit in there. And yeah, so create stockpile. So what we're going to do is have slightly hard time actually seeing where the stockpile limits are. There we go. So now we got flooring that does all that. And then, of course, we'll need a wall outside of this. So maybe what happens then is our engineering section is about this big. Helmet supplier. Okay. And then I think what I want to do is sort of have a little bit of a pinch point here. Like that. And then maybe fill those in too. That might look kind of nice. And then we could have the doors maybe flank this thing, similar to how we have it in a cockpit. That might be kind of appealing. Oh, we're going to exceed our limit here. We might have to into space before then, because we're not aware. There's far in the north, but yeah, we'd have to move the ship for it, and then in space as well. Like, I don't think we can shuttle to these things. Let me cancel a little bit of this internal stuff. You can still use this as a stockpile, actually, which might come into play. We're going to throw these engines on the back here. So we can move. Can I put this here? No, it's got to wait for that to finish. And, oh, we're out of grav light panels, so you can't build more anyway. I wonder if there's any chance we've queued more than 25 up here. Probably, yeah. 48. Then what I'll do is I will remove a few chunks of foundation. We have to make sure that we still have some contiguous connection here and there. Now, we're making more grav light panels, but I need to remove some because we're going to be over our limit here. Go. Let's put this last one there. Put the pair of wall lights there and there. We're definitely going to have to be leaving soon. Oh, I got to put my chem fuel tanks down somewhere. Which really, again, sort of warped my celly. Although, you know what? I think this might be too broad. We might end up trimming it down now that I think about it. Oh, and maybe, you know what? We should just load this up with, okay, I'm going to get rid of this trade beacon for now. I guess I could have just uninstalled it, but no, I'll do a deconstruct. And then what we're going to do is do that. I might change this so I can put more solar panels in the middle too. Power, power, power. Build redundant power connections. Go. That's never a bad idea. Use a little more material, but that's okay. Did I miss a spot, or did it get built? Oh, it was already built. Okay. Put those there. There. Okay, we'll be enough. We're not going to overshoot our capacity here. I guess I can leave a big hollow gap in the middle. Because I don't have... Yeah, I don't have another grav core. Okay. Actually, I might want to have the stockpile here, although I'm going to want to make sure that it's not on the hole. Because we're going to want to move more of our stuff onto our ship. Like, actually, I'm going to get rid of the designations for these dumping zones because they do include wood and steel. And instead, the wood and steel and stuff like that is going to get moved into our various stockpiles. I'll do a little bit of that here. Maybe outside. I mean, we could shelve some of it too, but let's link that. Okay. So just a regular stockpile. It's going to be lower priority than our shelves. Oh, yeah, I don't have this for some more solar panels, but so be it. And then... Siege. Well, it's a good thing I didn't get rid of my mortars. You're on a wall, not work, right? Yep, okay. Let's get on the guns. Gonna be a little bit of a walk to... skip that one, yeah. To go and rearm, but that's okay. I've got to sneeze. Excuse me. Ooh-ha. All right, where are they setting up? They were arriving in drop pods, but then they're going to siege us. There we go. And we've already hit them a few times. Oh, robber lair, that's fine. Calling a sneeze rescue. Oh, food poisoning. Of course. Okay. There we go. The attack has begun. So maybe what I'll do with these mechs and the animals is I'll make sure to force them to the safe area. You know what? I'll do that to my people too. Let's do that. We're going to ignore tracker. You guys up there. And then do this. And yeah, we don't have that much cover, and that's fine. Although, I suppose I could pull some people. Gizmo and Spork. Pull you both back there. Ba-da-da-da-doop. You're setting the base on fire. That's rude. But that won't actually cause us an issue. Here they come. Gonna burn through the shield, but also melee. It'd be great if... do we have... Oh, no, we don't have a fire foam popper. It's less than ideal. Especially since these pigskins really do like their Molotovs. I don't know if there's another one coming or not. Is that still on fire? That's still on fire. All right, they're running away. And we're going to let them. And give them a little bit more time. Okay, let's do our standard. Oh, yeah, we don't have prisoner beds. You know what? Tough. Tough. We don't do this anymore. Sorry, but it is just the way it is. In fact, we'll put a finish off on those. And now that they've moved far enough away, I'm going to go and unrestrict everything. And do a little bit of a reset for some quick firefighting. Excellent. Okay. A little bit of meat rotting away over there, which tells us that we've got too much. Oh, right. We just killed a bunch of mega sloths. Well, tell you what. I'm going to re-add a do forever. Maybe I'll do from meat is what I'm officially going to call this one. And turn that off and just do this. So whenever we end up with a little bit too much, I can just go and turn this on. Okay. I do want to put the large fuel tanks, but I don't know where they're going to be until we finish the design. You know what? Well, our range is really going to be limited by these guys. Honestly, one large fuel tank might be enough. Let me just do that. Those rot messages are a little annoying. Oh, you're rebuilding some mortar shells too? At least that's using a bit more chem fuel too. I don't know if we're going to get around to using any of this meat, but... No, some of it. I was probably grabbed from the fridge, although then some things will just get moved again. But sure, we might not need survival meals anymore, so maybe just converting all the meat is fine. I wonder if it's worth still rebuilding these traps. It still cuts down on some of the numbers of squishy things. I'll let them rebuild this one, and then I'll turn off the auto rebuild command. That'll be our last time. I think that's relatively reasonable. Jarvan has become a child. It's this one? That happens fast. Okay. Cancel that growth. And then we can deconstruct this block here. We might want to bring a gestator with us, but maybe we can just keep the bots on the ship when we go to the next site. And yeah, it turns out we don't need the extra telescope. Womp womp. Here, I'm going to move our telescope to there anyway. We'll bring it with us. I don't know if that's where it'll end up, but that's where it's going to start. It just needs... Oh my god, we are actually out of steel. I remember seeing like the 200 in red. I'm like, that couldn't possibly be accurate, but no, we're... is it just that we didn't have it stockpiled, or do we literally not have the steel? That seems rather insane to me. I don't have my long distance scanner anymore. Although we still have a few more sites. Okay, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to do, I think it's Rachel, Tracker, and we'll bring the group. And Wolf. We'll bring all four. Package survival meals. We're going to go... We know we've got some silver sites still. And there's still one merchant I can trade for in the north. Apparently, we're going to have to get some steel. I don't know. Maybe I have to rebuild my long-range scanner. Although, how am I going to do that without steel? No, okay. We do have lots of steel. There you go. That's what I thought. It's just not in our storage stockpile. There you go. That's been built. The fuel's being loaded. I might still do one more little silver trip here. You ready for launch? Okay. And yeah, let's go drop at the center. Because then we'll have some emergency cash ready to go for whatever might develop. Is there another crazed animal? Yeah, there is. Okay. Unrestrict you. Again, convenience stockpile zone over here. All right. Yeah, keep loading that. I think, oh, those are wooden doors. Oh, right, they're painted white. Let's go. You know what? Why don't I just put in some vac barriers? It won't keep bad guys out, but this will be enclosed later. Forced approach, land, mutation pulser. You got some fun stuff. Good quality marine armor. No. Nope. I want to be a little bit more focused because that happens so rarely for me. Tap, 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 tap. We could go and deconstruct these steel walls, actually. Maybe not the sandstone. What the heck, right? We're going to put a cut in here. We got all our armor. We're not going to be able to build the entire Enterprise quite yet. And yeah, this is going to be a little too wide. There's no doubt about that based on the look I'm going to want to achieve. So I'm not going to worry too much about the trade beacon when it comes in, but I think we will still launch with this first, get ourselves another grav field extender, and then what we'll do is we'll move this one. We'll have a port and starboard rear grav field extender, and that'll really define the absolute limits of our ship here. And that's going to be okay. We're going to deconstruct that. Oh, yeah. We probably keep refilling his passive coolers, which isn't going to be required at all. We are going to want some batteries on the ship. You're going to move there, and we do still have a light. I'm going to install you right there. In fact, maybe I'll put the batteries in here. I mean, they're ugly, but it's fine. They could also be outside. Where's our other batteries? Did we already put them on the ship? Oh, we did! That's right. Well, let's do this. Might want some fire foam poppers in there. Might also want a light in there. I don't know if we have another just wall lamp sitting around. I don't think it'd be on the shelf because I don't think any furniture can sit on the shelves. So I'm going to assume there isn't a wall light sitting around since there was only in this area over here and there's nothing over there. Okay. You guys are still busy. Good. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to put a cut in here. Folks, thanks for watching another episode. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.